Greetings, everybody. This is the chairman of the Ambazonian People's Rights Advocacy platform, Capo Daniel. I want to bring you a briefing from what is happening and unveiling in our liberation struggle. Some of our Ambazonian fighters have launched a cross-border attack into La République du Cameroon. This is very significant. They have simply taken advantage of a situation that was prevailing there due to the failure of the regime as well in that part of their country. And a successful operation have been carried out that was targeting a Cameroon military presence that was present in that particular locality. The operation took place in Bagam. Bagam is in a Bamboutous area there. And this is not the first attack that have taken place there. This is the third attack, as a matter of fact. Ambazonian forces had gone into Bagam, previously attacking a Cameroon gendarme post and killing a lot of Cameroon gendarmes and coming back home with a lot of weapons. But this time, 5 civilians were killed. I've watched the videos and spoken to people who are also on the ground there. And two Cameroon army officers were killed along those civilians who were killed. I've watched the videos. One of the Cameroon army died in the hospital from bullet wounds that was sustained during that operation. And this should be a clear message to the regime in Cameroon, in Yaoundé, that is delusional, that is creating a reality of its own, that everything is normal, things have come back to normal. Ambazonian fighters are increasingly coming under the influence of the most extreme factions within our liberation struggle. And the president of Cameroon should understand that while it was reckless for him to start this war, it will require courage, it will require love for humanity for him to make up his mind to bring concrete modalities that can lead to substantial negotiation to end this war. There will be no military victory for Cameroon. The chaos will only increase, and the Cameroon citizens will increasingly pay the price for this reckless war that their president have launched against our own people in Ambazonia, the English-speaking people, the Anglophones, to keep us as a subjugated people, as third-class citizens. It will not work. The Cameroon government should come to their senses and have a proper negotiation that can lead to acceptable conclusion that our people can live with. Our people will never accept to go back and live under Cameroon administrators, under Cameroon direct rule, without their consent. Our people will not simply do that. For how long shall this bloodshed continue? For how long shall this bloodshed continue? For how long shall we continue killing each other, while those who sit in Yaoundé have created a reality of their own, claiming that things have returned back to normal? Things are getting worse, and it is only going to get worse. It is obvious that the Cameroon government will never have civilians to administer in the English-speaking regions, which we call Ambazonia. It is now obvious that no Cameroon legitimate election can ever take place in our territory, and Cameroon rule have been completely rejected by our people. The Cameroon regime should stop being delusional and get to reality to negotiate a way that is acceptable to end this war. This is a needless war. Substantial negotiation must take place where the people of Ambazonia will get ownership of their own administration. Only a solution that is acceptable to the English-speaking people, that is going to return them the power of self-governance, the power to feel independent, to manage their own affairs, that can give back our people a sense of pride and a sense of security. There will be no security for our people in such circumstances that are not acceptable given the current prevailing administrative structures that are being imposed on our people against their will. there will be no peace on both sides. I want to take this opportunity to appeal to all segments in the Cameroon government, in all the segments in the Cameroon political sphere, journalists, opposition parties, members of goodwill, and including the Cameroon Northeast factions, to call for proper negotiation, for a negotiated solution to this war that have befallen us. We live in a war where conflict such as ours may never make the priorities in the international discussion, but we must start to demand an end to this war. We must demand acceptable, reasonable solutions that can meet up the basic demand expectation of our people, that can safeguard their identity, safeguard their way of life, and protect ultimately their primary and fundamental human rights. This current situation will only get exacerbated as time drags on. God bless you all.